Heatwave vs heat index. What's making this summer feel even hotter? Nanan parts of North and West India are in the grip of a brutal heatwave. In Delhi, temperatures once again crossed 42°C after a 17 day break, touching 42.1°C at Safdarjung on Sunday. According to IMD, this comes close to the season's highest so far, 42.3°C, recorded on May 16. The department forecasts that maximum temperatures could rise further to 4445°C over the next few days, with yellow alerts issued for heatwave conditions at isolated places on Monday and Tuesday. Similar heatwave alerts remain in place for Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and parts of Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, and Madhya Pradesh. Nan, but for most people, the harshest part is not what the temperature gauge reads, it's how much hotter it feels. In many places, even a 44°C reading feels closer to 50°C on the ground. The reason the heat index. Nan, a heatwave isn't just about how hot it feels, it has a precise definition based on official IMD criteria. In the plains, the India Meteorological Department IMD declares a heatwave when the maximum temperature reaches 40°C or more, and is 4.5°C to 6.4°C above the long-term normal for that location and time of year, or when the maximum temperature touches 45°C or above, irrespective of departure from normal. Nan, and if the departure from normal is more than 6.4°C, or if the temperature touches 47°C or higher, it is classified as a severe heatwave. Nan, these thresholds are based on climatological norms, meaning what's considered normal for that location based on long-term historical averages. For example, if Delhi's typical June maximum is around 38°C, then anything above 42.5°C would meet the heatwave threshold based on departure from normal. Nan, importantly, IMD usually applies these definitions when at least two or more stations within a meteorological subdivision record qualifying temperatures for 2 consecutive days or more. Nan, for hilly regions, the threshold is lower. Heatwave conditions are declared if maximum temperatures cross 30°C and meet similar departure criteria. In coastal areas, the baseline threshold is 37°C. Nan, finally, these definitions are based purely on actual air temperature, not accounting for humidity or the heat index, which explains why people often feel much hotter than what the thermometer shows. Nan, and the heat index, sometimes called the real field temperature, takes into account both nannies. When humidity rises, sweat doesn't evaporate as efficiently, which means the body's natural cooling system struggles. As a result, even at 42°C with high humidity, the body experiences far greater heat stress, often equivalent to 4750°C. This feels-like measure reflects the true physical strain on the human body. Nan, and unlike dry heat, humid heat overwhelms the body's cooling mechanisms much faster. When sweat doesn't evaporate properly, the core body temperature rises sharply, leading to Nanan. For example, on certain days this week, parts of Delhi recorded actual temperatures of 4142°C, but high humidity pushed the heat index past 47°C, making it feel like 48°C or more and significantly increasing the risk of heat-related illnesses. Nan, and this year's brutal heatwave across North India is being driven by a combination of meteorological, geographical, and long-term climatic factors. To begin with, although the monsoon reached Kerala in late May, one of the earliest arrivals on record, its northward advance has stalled. According to the India Meteorological Department IMD, the monsoon's progress has paused over Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh, delaying rains for North and Northwest India and leaving large parts exposed to prolonged dry, hot spells. IMD forecasts suggest that forward movement may resume only after mid-June, depending on favorable developments over the Bay of Bengal. Unlike last year, when El Niño ±0 influenced global weather patterns, this summer is unfolding under neutral ENSO El Niño ±0 southern oscillation conditions. While ENSO neutral conditions don't directly fuel heat waves, other localized atmospheric patterns including persistent high-pressure zones and weaker than usual western disturbances are allowing extreme heat to dominate large parts of northern India. At the same time, rapid urbanization is amplifying the heat. Cities like Delhi, Jaipur, Lucknow, and Chandigarh have expanded rapidly, replacing green cover with concrete, glass, and asphalt. This has created pronounced urban heat island effects, trapping heat during the day and releasing it slowly at night, making nights unusually warm and preventing any meaningful cooling. Even hilly regions like Uttarakhand, while expected to receive some rainfall between June 12 and 14, have also faced unusually warm conditions this season. Adding to this is the broader influence of climate change. Studies have consistently shown that heat waves in India have become more frequent, more intense, and longer lasting over the past 2 decades. Global warming is pushing both daytime and nighttime temperatures higher, making current heat waves far more dangerous than similar events in the past. Recognizing the rising threat, IMD has also started issuing dedicated heat index advisories. These advisories go beyond the raw air temperature to reflect how the combination of heat and humidity is actually affecting the human body, using color-coded alerts to indicate risk levels. Nananon swipe left for next video. The temperature on your weather app is only half the story. The heat index reveals what your body is actually experiencing, and when it crosses 45°C, it's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. In this prolonged heat wave, understanding the difference could help prevent serious health complications. Latest blogs.